Hello friends, Sentinel H here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So we're back here in the not so swanky moon base, taking a look at our duplicates and figuring out what to do next and how we are going to survive, and not just survive, but thrive and do very well for ourselves indeed. That's our goal. Alright, so let's take a look at our jobs just to make sure everyone's doing the thing that they should be doing. Yep, Rosalind's researching because she's learning 6. And, yep, we're doing well. So, he's combat for 7. He basically does everything well, and she does everything middle of the road, which is fine. So, let's get going here. We do need to make another storage container. And we'll just put that over here. We'll turn this priority up to 8 so that they finish this. We'll speed up the game so that they can get done with it quickly. You can hit tab in this game in order to change the speed, which is nice. There, we got that. Now we just need them to build the actual wires. So why don't we just turn the priority up on that to 9 so they'll just do it. There we go. So now we have the microbe musher. So now we can fabricate mush bars. And we'll put this on 7. That's going to be the 7 is going to be the priority of our food supply. 9 will be oxygen things. And 8 will be power, I think. I think that's the order that it should be in. Alright, so our dudes are sleeping the night away. Actually, we'll let them go through that quickly, and then we will think about how we're going to actually build our base. So we got this rather large area over here where we could construct a lovely little bedroom area. So I have been experimenting with a nice design that I enjoy for bedrooms for this game. And so let's go ahead and just and do that. So what I like to do, or what I like to do at the moment anyway, is to place them, because you gotta be careful where you put this stuff in order to give them decent decor. I mean, that's why I put the beds around this thing, because it gives them a decor boost. Let's just, instead of pausing this, let's just stick it on 1 while we do this so they can get some stuff done. So when we build the cots, we don't want them to be near ladders, because the ladders have a negative decor in a 1-tile area. So by moving the ladder over, we can avoid the negative decor effect on the bed. So we can build the ladder up like this, place down a floor. We're going to not place that and leave it like that for now. Then we place another cot there. We put one, let's see, because these gas permeable tiles have a -5 decor and a 1-tile radius. And if we put them here, it will affect the beds if they're right there, which is an issue. So let's move these beds. We will dig this out. Place the beds. We'll put a tile right here with a pneumatic door. Same right there. And we'll figure this out. So we actually want to go over, I think. Move the ladder to the center of this. Because these pneumatic doors have no effect on the decor. And well, let's move this over again. Tile. Ladder goes here. Then the door can go there. I mean, the bed can go here. Now the bed is far enough away from the ladder and these gas permeable blocks that it won't negatively affect the decor. Bed there, bed there. And this could be woefully overthinking things. But this is the design that I'm liking at the moment. That's just the design I'm liking at the moment. Because this will also allow us to place floor lamps. I mean, eventually we're going to put a ceiling lamp here. Well, not right there, because what we want is for the ladder to go up so that we can expand this room upwards. But what it's going to let us do is it's going to let us put floor lamps down, and they're going to cover a very decent area. So by placing a floor lamp here, we get this whole area lit up. Place a floor lamp here, it overlaps, it lights up the room, and it'll be good. We'll have them dig that out. So let's see here. Turn this to all. And let's see. I've never actually built these. Oh, I can't get these mess tables. I need interior decor. Let's just get going now. I think I paused the game too much. How come Rosalind is running the power? No, Rosalind, you should be... No, you should be researching. So let's take her off. Oh, because she's the best at it. I know she's the best at it, but she needs to research. So Sadie's gonna do it. Alright, let's speed these guys up. I can't let things go this slowly. It's just it's too slow for me. Alright, do we have seeds? Ooh, we have 5 mealwood seeds. Now, seeds are nice, but it's important that you place your seeds properly. Place your farms in the proper location. The thing about farms is that temperature will stunt them. And as you can see, algae deoxidizers, for some reason, are really hot. And batteries are also hot. Research stations. Basically, every machine in the game, except for the manual generator, funnily enough, is very warm, very hot. And that's a problem. Because if we look, like you can see, this area is warm. These areas are too warm for crops. Crops can't grow there. Crops need 75, I think, is the maximum for crops. This area down here is nice and cool. And we want to locate it far away from our machines. So why don't we actually do that? So we'll go to our base, we'll go to our tiles, and we'll actually go ahead and plop some tiles down. We'll do it up here so that we can mine this stuff and use it. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3 tile. 1, 2, 3, 4. It actually works out. I like to make my floors usually 3 high, but for the we're gonna mine all that out. But for the rooms, what am I thinking of? The seed rooms, the rooms where you put your farm. You want them to be. I want them to be 4 high, because that lets you put stuff above the plants. The planters are 3 tall, so the planter boxes are only 1. But the I don't know why Rosaline keeps stopping the research. Like, she needs to work on that. We don't have farming yet, which means we can't get the composter. They can only use the bathroom 9 more times before we really need the composter. So she needs to keep working on that. These 2 guys can do everything else. Yeah, research that dirt. I'm not really sure why they research dirt. Let's sweep. Sweep is K. We'll just mark that so they'll pick it up. Hey! Another duplicate. Excellent. So let's choose one. We have mozzarella, destructive flatulence, diver's lungs. Diver's lungs is nice. The flatulence not so good. It means this person will constantly be producing contaminated oxygen. 4 medicine and 4 athletics. This guy's got cooking and nothing else, digging nothing else. And these are not very good guys. These guys are not very good. But out of all of them, I think that mozzarella is the best because of the diver's lungs. But it actually depends on what we got for skills in digging. I mean, this person's got digging 7, digging 1, sword. We could use another digger. The athletics would be nice, though, because it means that they could generate power better. So right now, athletics 3, athletics 8 on Rosalind, but Rosalind's also a researcher. No one can cook. Well, these guys can cook to level 2. Let's we are going to take this person because of the diver's lungs, the medicine, and the athletics. So we are going to print this person. We're going to print Mozzarella. Welcome to the colony, Mozzarella. We've only got 3 beds, so somebody needs to go ahead and actually build at least that much. We'll put this back to 5 because the door doesn't really matter all that much. No, Mozzarella, stop it. You should not be researching. You are bad at research. Rosalind needs to do our research. She is good at the research, where you are not. Are we out of algae? Yes, we are. So you guys need to dig this. Priority 9. So that they'll do it. Research just finished, which is excellent. So now we could once they get this all mined out, we can throw down planter boxes at some point. Planter boxes. But they actually have to build that stuff. There's the cot for Mozzarella. We shouldn't have to worry about CO2 in that room. At least not yet, because of this big hole in the floor. Got the bed up just in time. Now everyone can sleep. Let's check our decor. So as we can see, the decor value in here is 0. The decor value here is 15 because of the tiles. I don't actually know which decor values affect the cot, whether it's the middle, top, or bottom. Probably the bottom here, maybe. I don't know. We want as much decor as we can in the areas of the base that these people are spending their most time. And seeing as how they sleep every night, I figured that's a good place to have high decor to help keep their stress down as much as possible. Anyway, now the second thing that we want to get is a bit finicky. It depends, really. Gas piping is nice. But let's take a look at what we've got around us. So we have a huge amount of slime to the right over here. So once our algae runs out, we'll be able to go over there and go down here and get the slime in order to produce ourselves some more algae. In fact, we don't actually have a ton of easily accessible actual algae. So we may need to go to that rather quickly. So we could get percolation in order to get the biodistiller. We would also need sanitation services for the air deodorizer. Both of those require liquid piping. I really need power regulation so we can get the better batteries. I'd also like combustion at some point, or hydrogen generator. There's actually no hydrogen around us yet. It's in the purple area usually. And I've never tried actually going in and using that, so it would be a good thing to do, just to see if we can make it work without killing ourselves. Insulation is going to be important to keep our farm running. We're going to want to insulate that room later. Fine dining can wait. We don't need fine dining at all, really. So I think that the next thing we want to do is go ahead and get liquid piping, because that allows 2 of the things that we really want. So we'll get that, and then probably percolation after that. You guys, you need to finish this stuff. I can't actually reach those, but I mean, you've got an order to dig out this entire area. This is a high priority job, you dudes. Put some ladders over here so you can reach it. They can use the ladders. They can walk on them. I don't know if it's better to do that. Somebody mentioned using ladders as scaffolds, but I'm not really sure. It might be better just to use tiles. I don't know. Feels like it might. Well, we're out of power. It's because I turned this stuff up to 9. It means they're going to prioritize it over everything else. But I want them to do it, so we got to have them do it. Planting our mealwood seeds. There we go. We can't plant it here. And blossom seeds are annoying. maybe I can get the blossom seeds to actually work, but I've never been able to do it. I've always had problems with the blossom seeds. Always had problems with the blossom seeds. We can X these now. And then we can place tiles 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do it like that. Tiles right there. So this is 3 tall. I like 3 tall rooms because they allow us to have most of the machines. I say most because there are 4 tall machines that we'll need later. But those we won't place around here. Okay, well we're producing oxygen again. Insufficient. Barely insufficient. So it's really not a big deal as far as I'm concerned at the moment. Let's see here. This is at 6. I may want to build another one at some point. They're slowly working on the bedroom. I just need to prioritize stuff and make them do it. So let's go ahead and check out our oxygen thing. So we can build algae terrariums now. Mostly the CO2 is down here, which is a very good thing. We will need to place a gas permeable tile here in order to keep the CO2 from storing up in that place, but we need gas piping for that. So let's take the algae terrarium in order to recycle our CO2, and we'll just what we'll do is we'll place a tile, 2 tiles right there, and then we'll build algae terrariums right there. And we'll prioritize that in 8, because hopefully Rosalind will keep researching if we do that, because it'll be the same priority. But the other guys will go and do what I told them to do. 5 visits on the outhouse. Actually no, Rosalind comes to, oh, there's no power. Go Virgil, go! Go Virgil, go! See what I mean about flatulence? Come on, hurry up and build those. It might help with our O2 generation as well. They do produce O2. These go to 9, so that somebody will always keep them filled with algae. It'll be another thing that we're consuming algae, but it's not a big deal. We are running out of copper. There we go. Alright, things are going well. No stress, which stress is really, really easy to deal with. Stress very seldomly is an issue, I find. I really don't have a problem with stress most of the time. Those two are in really good decor. Sadie is not in as good of decor, but it's good enough. We do have a briar seed. And what that briar seed will let us do is build a flower vase. Which we'll place right there. Put it on 6. It's not really the big deal. Put this on 9. And what that does is it means that when food gets produced down here, they'll move it to the ration box right away instead of letting it sit on the ground. Just helps keep the place a little bit more tidy. There we go. We are recycling the CO2 down there, which is very good. So what do we want to do next? We need to get some more metal, and obviously that means, well, just mining this right here. So we'll go ahead and do that. But I need to prioritize these tiles first so they'll actually be able to, you know, reach them. Ah, yes. So our research task is complete. We have liquid pipes. So now we can, well, we can start on percolation. We'll need to build a supercomputer. So we can go to stations, supercomputer, and I want to locate that. Obviously, I want to locate these things as far away from the plants as possible. So we're probably just going to place the supercomputer right next to the research station. And we will power that. See, the thing about your duplicates is that they really don't care about the temperature. They can happily survive in some very high temps, and they can run through some extremely high temps without injury. So you don't have to worry about temperature as far as your duplicate's health goes. you only have to worry about it in terms of your food supply. Because if it gets too hot, these things wilt and stop growing, and it's not very good. I mean, it says right now the planter box is 72.2. If this goes above 75, they start wilting. So it's that finicky, and these ones over here seem to be even more finicky. So anyway, there we go. That's the progress that we've made. We've got our planter boxes going. Not enough of them. As we acquire more mealwood seeds, we'll need to build more planter boxes because you need quite a few. Long term, the goal is to survive entirely off of this. Not even use the microbe musher. Not even process it into lice loaf. Just eat the raw worms, the mealworms, because that doesn't require water. So you gotta have a humongous farm because it's kind of inefficient calorie-wise. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We'll just quickly plant a briar seed here. Stay tuned for future episodes. By the way, let me know if you want me to name my little dupes after you, because I believe I can change their names. Yeah, I can change their names. So, if you want me to name a duplicate after you, let me know in the comments. Like and comment on the video if you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for future episodes. Thank you so much for watching. I'm SentinalH, and I'm signing out.